Why Jesus spat on the eyes of a blind man.
John chapter 9. 1. And as Jesus passed by, he saw a man which was blind from his birth. 2. And his disciples asked him, Master, who did sin, this man or his parents, that he was born blind? 3. Jesus answered, Neither of this man sinned, nor his parents, but that the works of God should be made manifest in him.
Welcome to the new series, Sacred Insights, where the curious minds of young and new followers of Christ clash with the knowledge of their teacher in a quest to unravel the mysteries of the Bible. In every episode, our main character James participates in an interesting dialogue with his insightful mentor, Academic Anderson. Join us as the classroom becomes a realm of discovery, where questions lead to revelations and curiosity becomes the key to unlocking the secrets of the sacred text.
Sacred Teacher, why did Jesus make a sound of shame that was spat out when he saw a blind man?
Let me explain. Generally, this action is not performed by a man who is highly respected.
Is this required because Jesus is regarded by some people as the Messiah and Son of God? What does this sound of shame mean? In this video, we will explore the mysterious account from the Bible and uncover the significance behind this strange act. Get ready to delve into a captivating story that reveals not only Jesus' power but also the cultural context of the time. In those days, disabled people were often seen as cursed individuals. It was believed that their disabilities were a punishment for their sins or the sins of their ancestors. As a result, these individuals were often marginalized and treated as outcasts in society. One particular group that faced discrimination and mistreatment were the blind. Blind individuals were considered cursed by the Jewish community. It was believed that their blindness was a direct result of their sinfulness, and as a result, they were shunned and ignored by society. When a blind person happened to come before a Jew, they were expected to give way and make themselves known by spitting to alert. Imagine being blind, relying on others for their daily needs, and living in a society that often sidelined those with these disabilities. It was in this setting that Jesus encountered a blind man, presenting an opportunity to perform a miraculous healing. But why did he choose to use saliva and sound of spitting? Jesus transformed the cross, originally a symbol of shame, into glory by sacrificing his life. Similarly, he turned the stigma associated with the disabled into wondrous deeds. The Jews instructed the disabled to stay out of their sight. If they approach the disabled, they will avoid them as soon as they look at them. The Jews would ostracize the disabled from society, avoiding them at all costs. They would shun them at first glance. Unlike others, the blind couldn't escape this mistreatment. Therefore, the Jews made noises by spitting on the ground as a warning signal for the blind to hide when they heard it. Otherwise they will be punished. At some point they will be stoned to death. As Jesus transformed the cross, a symbol associated with disgrace, into glory by giving his life for us. Similarly, he turned the negative stigma surrounding the disabled into miracles. The Jews spat on the ground to create a noise, warning the blind to hide upon hearing it. The blind, unfortunately, could not avoid the ill treatment. The Jews spat on the ground to produce a noise alerting the blind to hide. As Jesus approached the blind man, he reached out and spat. With his saliva, he formed a clay-like substance and gently applied it to the man's eyes.
Oh, that's great, teacher. But why did Jesus use mud to give sight to a man born blind?
You know very well that when God created the first man, he used dust, just as he used mud to give him a new eyes.
This action would have undoubtedly caught the attention of onlookers, and it serves as an essential turning point in the story. The mixture of saliva and dirt transformed into a symbol of restoration and transformation. Jesus' spittle, combined with the earth, represented the divine power and authority he possessed over creation itself. As he instructed the blind man to wash off the mud, an extraordinary healing took place. The man's eyes were opened, and he could finally see. This miraculous event not only restored the blind man's physical sight but also symbolized a spiritual awakening. It challenged the societal norms of that time, which often blamed individuals with disabilities for their conditions. By intentionally utilizing spittle, Jesus shattered those barriers and exemplified his compassion and power. Through this act, he revealed his ability to bring forth light even in the darkest of circumstances. Now, don't forget to hit the like button if you found this fact fascinating. As we conclude this video, remember that Jesus' actions were never arbitrary, but always purposeful. This incredible event of healing through unconventional means reminds us that sometimes, the most unexpected methods can lead to remarkable transformation. Keep exploring the depths of Scripture, and who knows what other hidden treasures you may discover. Thank you for watching, and until next time, may the stories of the Bible continue to inspire and enlighten us all.